First step towards creating a mud base is you need to apply some wood adhesive or PVA glue. Cover the whole of the base with PVA glue, then cover it with sand. Give it time to dry. Once it's dry, apply some paint. Next step after that is you'll need something you can mix on. And you want some sand, and again you want to use the same paint. That might be a bit too much actually. I suggest using an old brush for this because it is a bit of a messy process, and you don't want to use new brushes and then ruin them. As you can see, just keep mixing the painting till eventually all of the sand will look dark like that. Once you've got a good mix of paint, then all you have to do is literally just push this onto the base, and it does take a while, but over time you end up with a nice muddy texture. First step now, as you can see, looks nice and muddy, but you do need to clean this down at the bottom because it does get quite messy, but it only takes a case of just wiping your fingernail over it. I would advise though, it takes hours for the mud effect to dry, because obviously you've got various thicknesses. As you can see, I mean, some areas it's not too big, or in areas it's a big chunk, so you have to give it time. So the best thing to do is, for example, apply it before going to work or going to school, whichever the case may be, and then you've got 6, 7, 8 hours for it to dry. Or do it overnight while you're asleep. You wake up in the morning, it's dry, it's ready for the next layer. Alright, once you've cleaned all that up, that looks fairly cleaned up. The next thing we're going to do now is use the water effect acrylic here. This stuff can be used for up to 3 mm in thickness, which we shouldn't need it that thick. But give it a quick shake. And then, as you can see, I'm literally just squirting some in. Use an old brush. Don't use one of your new ones, because you don't need to be that specific with your work here. You just need to be spreading it out. And it's perfectly okay if in some places it pulls, because that just helps to give the illusion of all the water, which is what causes the mud in the first place. Now again, this takes a couple of hours to dry. The water effect is fully dry. But as you can see, we've had some seepage. So again, you need to go over with your fingernail. Just to get rid of all these messy parts. I suggest using a nail rather than a knife, because a knife will cut into it. Yeah, your fingernail won't. So that's why I tend to use my fingernail instead. The next stage now is to apply some grass. So I've got two different types of grass, got a lighter and a darker one. And I'm going to apply the darker grass because, one, I'm trying to make the base dark to give it a nice contrast to the colour of the miniature, being it's a bright coloured miniature. And two, well, when things get wet they tend to get darker. So all I need is a little bit of PVA glue. At this point now, I would suggest you do this quite sparingly. You only need a little bit. For those who are interested, this miniature comes with the base, which is on the left.